Hello, you trader nerds. Welcome into a Friday. A little power outage is not going to stop us. And I'm really embarrassed, though. The power went off, and I was doing a one on one with one of my students today, and we got finished with that, and the power went off. And it was probably about 15 minutes before we were supposed to go live. I'm like, well, crap. So what I did is I set the alarm clock for like 10 minutes, and I said, I'm just going to take me a little power nap. And so I took me a power nap. And the next thing you know, I wake up and I'm like, oh my God, what's wrong? And the power was still out. And I'm like, crap. But I forgot to tell y'all that. So I took a little siesta, so to speak, and forgot to tell y'all that the power was out. Then I woke up and I told y'all the power was out. Then Beth comes home and she like turns the lights on, the power's back on. I'm like, yay! So I was able to come up here. So my apologies. It's part of my fault. But sure enough, power's out. And I know what all of you are thinking. Bobby, you didn't pay the stupid power bill. Yes, I did. I promise. It has nothing to do with me. There was an incident and took out the internet, took out the power, and now we are back on. Our neighbors were without power too. So we are back on and ready to go. What happened in the market? I thought we were up, and then all of a sudden, something happened here. Was it news? Did something happen? Did the president stumble down the Air Force One again or something? Did he take a tumble? What happened? The market went kapooey. So let's look and see what's happening. We are down 0.39%. We have elevated volume, 6,500 contracts. That might be because it is expiration Friday, and a lot of people are trading their options. And look at the AD, rough. And VIX is at 14, so no real elevated VIX, is there? VIX is at 14. So let's look at the big green monster, see if we can tell what's happening with the market. Big green monster is okay. I don't see anything wrong here. It's oversold for the fair value zone above, and the new max volume has come here, so the point of control has moved upward. So this is actually a little bit bullish, y'all. So we shall see if we stay in this area. We should be going up to the 51.23. We shall see. We shall see. Let's look at the linear regression. See if linear regression tells us anything different. Linear regression is okay. Everything looks good. We're just kind of going up, staying on the line, aren't we? So, we should be to that 5,100 before you know it. 50.28 right now. All right. So everything looks really, really good. So let's now see. I want you to notice, y'all, that you have Fed speak. Okay, Fed speaking. Okay, DB, thanks for letting me know that. So Fed speaking, and I guess, maybe we're not getting as many rate cuts as what we think, and inflation's worse, and, who knows. Can you imagine if they had to raise rates again? Oh, this market would tank, baby. Nobody wants to hear that. So now, I want you to watch your GTC orders. Look at this. I bought 10 today. 10 of these things. So let's see what our Black Swan hedges look for. This is in the IRA account. So let's see how our little IRA account's looking today. So let's see the IRA account. Let's go do this one. A lot of GCC orders have gone today. So today is 2/16/24. We were at 71,531. What are we today? We are at 71,524. 71,524. So we're down a little bit. 71,524. But we just want to see how our we're up 2% on the year. Greeks and ratios. Let's see what we got here. We've got 47.35. 47.35. Is that right? I guess so. And we're at 14 on the VIX, and our buying power usage is $12,000. 12.8. Let's say 12.8. That seems low. God, what's this? What's happened? Oh, that's because we bought those loans. That's it. 12,800. Okay, so look, that took us down to 7. Look at there, y'all. Wow, waka waka, and that really hurt our theta, didn't it? So let's go see what we look like in this account. So we got ES single symbol. So it's because this account trades ES and MES. So ES is my that's the amount of my hedges. So let's see what our hedges look like today. So let's go show all. Let's go to hide simulations. Look at this, y'all. Wow. Waka, 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 waka. So I got single symbol. We got all of our ES positions, and this looks fantastic. Look at this hedge that we have built up after buying those 10 today. Look at this. Wow. Bobby. Let's go to vol steps and see what kind of protection we got to the downside. So we have $100,000 worth of protection to the downside. So again, we bought 10, right? So I want to sell some today. So how many should I sell? Well, we should at least sell 6, right? It's because of 610. But let's see what we so let's just see. Analyze. Let's go to trade tab and see what happens if we sell 6. So ES, and we want to go anywhere 60 days or above, right? So ES, let's go to 63 days. Let's go to something that's around $3. Let's see if we get something down here. $3. So here you see we've got all kinds of positions already. So now we could go to these 3,800s for 320. What if we sold 6 of those? What would we look like, baby? 6 at 320. So let's analyze our trade. There we go. So now we're going to go hide positions to just show our thing. So let's see. We're going to get rid of these. We're going to get rid of these. And we'll just have our 6 there. Yep. So let's see what this looks like. Now let's go show all. Okay. So now you see it says we'd have an $18,000 loss if we went down to the downside like that. And that's not bad. But see, we could sell 6 and we'd still be down, maybe $8,000-9,000. So that's really not a hedge, is it? So it's almost like I need to change that to maybe that's a little too big for us right now. Maybe we need to just sell 3. Let's see what that would look like. 3. There we go. Look at this. That would give us $45,000 worth of protection. That's what I'm going to do. Yeah, the 10 hedge trades. So what those were, John, is remember I do GTC orders to fill the loans when I can fill them at a price that the entire Black Swan hedge is put on for free. That's what this was, and that's why those filled. So we've got 10 of them that filled. So now I'm going to go out and I'm basically saying, hey, I don't really need to position these up to 6 this time. So I'm just going to sell 3. And you still see I can sell 3 and still have a wonderful hedge, $45,000 down to the downside. So that's what that is. It's a GTC order. Okay. So why don't we sell those 3? Let's sell the 3 at 320. Yep. Here we go. So let's go.
Do you think you'll be able to keep up if you're doing 3 only? Will you be able to replenish sufficiently enough to keep going without buying new tranches?
I think so. I think by selling 3, I think as long as I'm just doing something, right? Let's see the last time that I did something with the hedge. Let's see how many days it's been ago. Let's see. We'll go over here. So the last time that I bought loans was on 12/28. Let's see, 1/23. On 1/23, I bought 5. I sold 3. No, I sold 6 there. I sold 6 on 1/23. Yeah, I think you're right though. I may need to do 6. I may, even though it's going to leave me unprotected for a while. I think I need to just keep this thing building up. I may just sell 6. Plus, here's the thing, right? The thing about doing it is my theta's already low anyway. I think I'm gonna do 6. I think I'm gonna do 6, even though it's going to take away from my hedge. it's going to build my theta back up. So I think I'm going to do 6. So let's go here. Let's go ES. And we were going to go at, what was the expiration? We were going to go 6 at 3800s at 63 days. 3800s, 63 days. 63 days. And we'll
The
do it
problem
on.
then, Bob, is kind of defeating the purpose, isn't it? If you're now having more risk, adding on more risk at the
Yeah,
moment, at least. Yeah,
yeah.
like it's a little bit, I don't know.
Yeah, you're right. Hold on a minute. I need to do my loans first. Let's put our loans in here, y'all. And let's just look at our loans and our shorts and see what we look like. So we DS, we bought 10 today, right? So this is going to be, we did 6 here on the, so this is going to be BSH3, BSH3, 3 loans. And we did let's see what we filled. We filled the 3400s at $1.60, 3400s at $1.60. Puts, and this will be long hedge at $1.60. And what expiration are these at? Let's see. This is not 63 days. This is the same as this one. So they're in the 63. Yeah, 63 days left in the trade. That's it. That's it. So now, if we go to our realized thing here, we've got 21 longs or shorts and 35 longs. 21 shorts and 35 longs. Hey, you know what? I may actually have a 112 in the E-minis here. I think that may be the problem, is it? Let's see. Do I have a 112 in the E-minis? Yes, I do. Look at this. That's why I need to take those out of the equation. Yeah, let's go back and do that. Let's see. So let's go to the Analyze tab. Where is that 3221? Yeah, we need to take that out of the situation. So that's a 221. Let's don't even consider that. There we go. Now it looks better. And I thought I had an error in my little thinking here. So if we were to do 6, what would my hedge look like? Okay, so yeah, my hedge portion, I'd be up $8,000 on my hedge. So I think I'm comfortable selling 6, y'all. I really do. Let's do that. Cover 6, confirm and send, and sell them, baby. We are filled or partially filled. Okay, we got a fill. We got filled at 320. So we sold 6 at 320, 3800s. 6 at 320, 3800s. 3800s. This is going to be BSH4. We said we sold them at 320. And these are at 63 days. God, I love this. If y'all don't love this, I don't know. I mean, I don't know, man. It's just good stuff. 6. So we'll call this BSH4. Puts short hedge, right? It's the short part of the hedge. And we did this on 2/16/24. Okay, good. So there we go. So now, yeah, let's go put them in their groups. The Black Swan hedge strikes again. So let's go to our groups, show our groups, and let's go down here and unallocated. We've got, this is a BSH3, move to group BSH3 and move these to group BSH4. BSH4. Beautiful. All right, any questions on that? All right, Neil, we got another account we got to go to because we've got more GTC orders. See, once these things start falling, y'all, I mean, it's just like they just keep falling. Oh, wait a minute. I got some other things to do, though, don't I? So now let's go back to the trade tab. And we sold these for 320. So let's go to our calculator. Of course, I closed it when I needed it. 320 IRA. Well, that's okay. I can use this calculator over here, can I? Let's go to Sweet Beverage Hedge calculator. So we sold them for 320. We're going to do this for 20 cents. So we can now sell these or buy the ones back for $1.72 and have zero. So I'm going to put probably $1.65. I'm going to be, if that's $1.65, we're going to make a little bit on there, $52. So let's do $1.65. So let's go back to our thingamajig and let's buy 10 for $1.60. Oh, hey, what happened? 9, 10. How come that's not showing my? Huh. Okay, for $1.65. And then put this on GTC. Confirm and send. Buying 10 at $1.65. Boom. All right, then we got to close these, right? Create closing order. We're going to harvest those at 20 cents. 0.20 and GTC. And we got all these little orders just running. There we go. Now we're finished. All right, so now let's go to the other account. This is let's just see what we got here. We got 2, 16, 24, and we are at, let me move it off to the side since I can't, the new thing, I don't think there's a way to show my net lit without showing my account number. Way to go, Tasty. So we are at 374,150. 374,150. Wow. Wonka. 374,150. Praise the Lord. Fire up the band, Rico. Hallelujah. Praise the Lord. I mean, I may go to Applebee's tonight. That's good. All right, so then let's see what our Greeks and ratios are over here. So we are at 292, 317. 292, 317. 317. And VIX is at 14. And our buying power is positions. We got Bill and we got 119, 120. So 119,100. And the reason is what happened over here, y'all. We bought 15 today. What's this? 15. And we last sold 9 under BSH 5. So this is BSH 5 loans. And we must have bought the 3,400s puts in 63 days. So this is a long hedge, 63 days to 1624. And we bought them at, let's see, activity. We filled those at $1.60 as well. Good. Look at us. Look at that. Wow. That cost us $1,227. So now we have realized returns. Let's see. Look at this, y'all. We've got 21 shorts and 43 longs. 21.43. So since that was a 15, that means I can sell 9. Everybody see what I'm saying? I could sell 9 of those and I would still be 30 and 43. I might could actually do 12. You know? Let's see what 12 looks like. 21 and 43. Let's see where those are at. Remember the 3450s, 3400, 3450s, 3400s. Let's model 3450s, 3450 and 3400, 3450. So let's go like we were selling these. What do we say? 21, 19, 20, 21. And let's analyze trade. So let's go ES. Y'all just follow along with me. This is going to make not a lot of sense to start with. So I'm going to go hide position, show simulations so that it just shows that. Okay. Here's our 21. And we said the 3400s. 3400s by, what did I say, 43 of those? 43 of those. Let's see what that hedge looks like. 43. Okay. And analyze the trade. Change this to ES. All right. So here's what we look like. So that is a nice little hedge there. See that? That's $247. Now I'm assuming we're all in the same expiration and all of that, but I can probably sell then in the 63 days something that's $3. So that'd be the 3800s. So let's act like we're going to do 9 of those. 8, 9. Analyze trade. Let's make this all ES so to show everything. Aha. So I've still got $83,000 worth of hedge to the downside. Now, what if old sweet Bobby comes down here and says, what can we do? Could we do 12, 10, 11, 12? Okay. That still gives me a $30,000 hedge, y'all, to the downside. I say let's go for 12. Yeah, let's do it. Let's go for 12. So let's go over here and let's sell 12. So we're going to trade E-minis. That should give us pretty much still a good little hedge. We're just building it up, y'all. Now remember, here's the plan. The plan is I want to one day be selling 500 or 300 shorts and buying 500 longs. How are you going to get there? If you're always doing 3 every time, you're never going to get there. Sometimes you got to jack this thing up so that you can eventually get there, but you're still having a hedge so that one day I'll be selling 300 of these. One day I'll be selling 3,000 of them and buying 5,000. That's what we want to do. So to do that, we got to up our size a little bit. So let's go ahead and sell 12. ES trade. We'll go to the table. We'll go to 60 days out, 63. We'll go to that 3,800. 3,800. Jeez Louise, it's way down here. Okay. So what do we got here? 63 days, 3,800, 3,800 right here. So let's sell 12 of those. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 at 320. We're going to try that mid price though. Here we go. 325. I got enough buying power. Yeah, I got enough buying power. Okay, that didn't work. So let's go back to activity, place order, and get them filled at 320, baby. Yes, hallelujah. Yes, look at us. Look at us getting filled. So make sure they all got filled. Yep, 12 at 3,863 days. 320. Let's put those in there. So now we go over here. We did the 3,812. So we bought 15, so 12. See how cool that is? So this is ES. And this is going to be BSH6. And we did the 3,800s, right? And we did the puts. This is the short hedge, 63 days, 2, 16, 24, and we did them at 320. Right, now remember what we got to do. We got to go find them, and we got to do let's go here, 63 days. Let's go find them. 63 days, 3,800. Don't forget those GTC orders. So here we'll go right click. I said we'll go right click, close position, and we're going to buy them back at 20 cents. And we're going to do a GTC order. All right. Now let's go to our little handy dandy calculator. And if we SPH break even, if we
Frozen entry.
sold them at 320, we said $1.65 is where we need to be. What, Jojo?
What is the frozen entry on the what's the frozen entry mean on the microwave?
I don't know. That's if a food is frozen. It's like if you're heating a frozen food in the microwave, that's what you would use to deep thaw it on. All right, so we're going to do $1.65. 20. Everybody see that? If this is 4 tranches, 4 times 3 is 12. So 4 tranches of 5 is 20. So we're going to buy 20 at $1.65, and we're going to do GTC. Look at that. That's going to increase our buying power by $54,000 when that thing fills. Isn't that great? All right, now, why don't we buy a little, we could buy a little bill. Look at this, y'all. We've got $30,000 in buying power. I mean, it's just sitting there. So we know we need $12,000 for our next 112. So probably what we could do is buy $20,000 worth of bill. So 20,000 and bill's what, like $91 a share or something? We could buy like 219 shares. So why don't we buy 200 shares of bill? Isn't that what it is? Yeah, 91. So let's buy 200 shares of bill just to give us some quantity. 200. Ta-da! That took us down to about $12,000 that'll cost us to put our next 112 on next week. So we may have to shed a bill or two. But that's it, y'all. This is so great. Oh my gosh. Think about all these moving parts that you got. And I know you feel like, I can't keep up with all this. I know it's a lot to keep up with, but man, think about what we're doing. We are building a rocket ship to the downside. And, it was, look at this, y'all. This is what we want to the downside. And when I sell those shorts, it makes it like this, right? But when those longs fill, we're going to keep going up this way, this way, this way, so that eventually I'm going to be selling 300 and I'm going to be buying 500. But if you keep doing 3 every time, you're never going to get there. Now, if your account's smaller, you may can only do 3. But hopefully one day I'm selling 3,000 and I'm buying 5,000. And then one day, hopefully I'm selling 30,000 and I'm buying 50,000. So we all, yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry, just to play devil's advocate, but wouldn't you run out of time as far as DTE? I mean, the time is going by, and like so what's I want to understand what's your plan. You started at 120, right, or 90? I'm not sure, but a couple of months from now, yeah, you will have a bunch of them, but they'll be in 30 DTE or something, and losing value, right? So how are you gonna go from there to, next tranche without buying new? I mean, maybe I'm just like, could you maybe go through that?
You're saying at some point that, well, here's what we really hope that happens, Victor, at some point, and we've not had it yet since we started the Black Swan hedge. So when did we start this? You remember it was right after we had our session with Tony from Mexico. And what really starts gliding this thing up, and we hope that it happens sooner than later, we haven't done it yet, but these GTC orders that we've got working here, when these little things here start filling, now if we're nowhere close now, look, this one is somewhat close. It's at 95 cents, at 20 cents. When these little things start filling, this is when we really get a little extra time to bump it up a little bit. So this will probably, by the time this gets to about 30 days or 21 days, These little things here for 95 cents should be 20 cents. So we're going to be taking our shorts off. That really gets these things kind of strong. And, maybe I'm missing something though, Victor. Maybe I'm missing something. Maybe what you're saying
I'm
is
just concerned with the transition from once this runs down to a couple of weeks left, 3, 4 weeks left. How do you transition from that point back to having that full blown, built up hedge back to 90 days or whatever, plus 60 plus?
Yeah, well, I guess I could have done 90 days today, right? I could have put those out 90 days today even, but I'm just kind of following the same logic that I followed back when I was doing this, exactly as Ron Bertino said. The first tranches he encouraged when you started it out was to be at 120 days, right? That's where he wanted us to be, 120 days to expiration. And then all additional ones can be 60 plus. Now, Tony from Mexico likes 90 plus. But you can do 120 plus here. The ones I put on today could have been 120 plus. I think what I like doing is putting them in this 60 days because the decay is faster and I'm able to fill those loans quicker.
Right, but the little problem that I think we might run into is once you start putting the shorts at a longer DTE, those will, they will need more protection because, like, if you have a long in 30 DTE or 60, and you're putting your long, you start to put your long in the 90 or whatever longer, it's not gonna, lose this dynamic of when they're all in the same DTE. So I'm just wondering, and I'm not saying that I don't know which way it's gonna go. I'm just curious, really, how you're gonna transition, because I would really like to figure that part, transitioning, so that this is actually continuous process as opposed to starting over every 2 or 3 months with the buying new hedges and never really build up to that humongous amount that you're hoping for. So I'm just trying to see where that transition happens.
Maybe I should diversify my DTEs even. You think that would help? So rather than me doing the 63 one today, which I've already got several other positions in, I may should have gone to the 74.
I'm not sure. I think it would be interesting to see if you were to do that, how would your risk profile look if you had those new shorts in the longer DTE?
Yeah, well, that's probably something we need to look at, because you may be bringing up something that I've not thought about. Having all those in that same expiration, and when those expire, but I'm thinking that we're going to be able to keep the campaign going. But you're right, we may not be able to. You may have picked up on something that I need to be focusing more on. But so far so good. We'll learn about this more that we go on, and we'll go, oh crap, all my protection's going off this month. Do I have to rebuy something? Hopefully we don't, but it's a good question, Victor, and I appreciate you bringing it up. All right, guys, great session. We're about to go into Muscadine Mafia, and hello, ladies.
Hello, ladies.
Coming up next, we will see y'all later.